Welcome back, everybody, to a very special episode of SquirrelTastic Gaming. Tonight, I'm joined with Blair.
It's spoopy.
We're going to... Oh, geez, there's things down there.
Spoopy eyes. That was spoopy.
That was a little spoopy.
What are they? They're like...
They're bows.
Dust mites.
More or less, yeah.
When I was a kid, I had a very strange encounter with something like that.
Did you?
I did. It was like... Basically, it looked like a black cat shape that didn't have like a face. Or like really legs or anything. It just had like a little round body.
Kind of like the kitty bomb that we have?
Yeah, and it had a tail.
Weird.
But it was all black. And I saw it moving inside this tarp that was like on our deck. And I got kind of spooked, but I like kept trying to find it because I didn't understand where it went. I thought maybe it had gone off the deck.
Right.
I didn't see anything. And then, yeah, I just couldn't find it. But what's really weird is that the reason I went over there was because I thought I saw one of my foster siblings. My family did fostering. I thought I saw her go around the corner there, so I was like, "What are you doing?" And
Were you
like,
staying up really late and they're hallucinating?
No, it was like in the middle of the day. That's the thing. It was the middle of the day. I thought she like went around the corner because like I don't know, we play with each other, right? Like I was a kid, and so I like went to follow her around the corner, but there was nobody there. And then I saw this thing in the tarp, and then it like moved to where I couldn't see it, and I was like, okay, well, where'd it go? So then I moved the tarp around, couldn't find it, whatever, and then I thought I saw her again around the other corner, and I went and looked, and she wasn't there. So I was like, okay. Just imagining things.
That kind of day.
Yeah, apparently. It really freaked me out. Never saw anything like it again.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of like a creature very similar to those bows we saw.
Yeah.
I kind of had my own little OC, which most kids kind of go through,
Yeah.
which is basically like a ball with a tail.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's just like a very generic creature type, you know?
Yeah, well, it's really easy to think up, and I think that's why it's a popular one.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't really know what to make of that to this day. I think I just, like, misperceived something and, you know, I don't know, maybe there were bugs that
As cool and as powerful as the brain is,
Yeah.
it's really easy to, like, screw with it.
Yeah, get confused.
Yeah, it's really easy to trick it.
Yeah. I think that that's probably what the Mandela effect is. Like,
Oh,
people
absolutely.
get really, like, oh my god, I'm sure that Bernstein was spelled with an E.
Yeah, well, I recall my mother pronouncing it Bernstein, like a Jewish name, but
Bernstein?
Bernstein. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the Jewish one.
Yeah.
Where Berenstain is more of a country kind of name, which makes sense because they're country
bears. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought it was Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a case of not really reading it. Like,
exactly.
Like, there was...
One person misreads it to everybody, and then everybody thinks that's what it is.
Yeah. There was a character in a book series that I read as a child that I was sure his name was one thing, and then one day I actually, like, bothered to properly read his name, because it was like I don't know, I guess a longer word, so I kind of just skipped past it in my brain.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, his name is totally not what I thought it was. Like, at all. Like, lazy reading. There, you got it. Can you survive this?
Yep. I do it this way all the time. I know I'm not supposed to.
What are you supposed to?
Wait until the swamp is cured of poison, I guess.
Oh.
Which is, like, near the end of the temple.
That's inefficient.
Yeah, it is. So I just went for it. And the fairy heals you when you pick it up, so...
Perfect.
Whatevs. It's whatevs!
So it's basically no big deal.
No big deal.
There's a spider. I don't like it.
Spooky, scary spidertons.
I do not like them, no.
Alright, 6 fairies. There are 15, so we're making great pace.
Excuse me.
Your excuse.
Thanks. I had a big bowl of soup.
Yeah.
And some toast.
Yeah.
Blairsy likes toast. It's a thing. I would eat bread all day.
You would.
I love bread.
I really like those croissants, but you tell me that we shouldn't eat them that much.
Well, they're not a meal.
Yeah.
You know? Like, 4 small croissants is not a meal. There's no, like, protein. It doesn't do anything for me.
Like warm bread in the morning?
I know, it's delicious. But I'm getting kind of fat because we keep eating junk all the time.
Well, yeah, we gotta start bulking up because winter's coming.
I need to lose some weight because my parents need to fit me. You know what I'm saying?
Winter's coming? I know what you're saying.
I don't tend to worry about my weight very much, but I'm at a point where, like, if I get fatter and then I can't fit my clothing, that will bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hears, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna go through this door first.
Do it. I'm gonna trust that you know enough for your metagaming purposes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need this room, but it's gonna be useful in the long run.
Okay.
Hell yeah, baby.
Hell yeah, baby. Ooh, baby, a triple.
I'd like to be a radio DJ again.
Do it.
Yeah, you don't just do it, though.
No, obviously.
You need, like, only 3 people to run a radio station.
There's very few radio stations in town, yeah.
There's only one.
Yeah.
In our city, at least.
In our city. There's only one station in our city. I think you can pick up a few other radio stations from here, but...
Well, like, there's this French debate channel.
Yeah.
Where they, like, argue politics and stuff.
I don't even know if it is a debate channel so much as just, like, it's a French news
Well, they were talking about religion, I think, actually.
Okay.
Last we tuned in and I had you translate a bit of it.
Yeah. I can usually
Because you're like, oh, they mentioned
French.
Jesus a few times, so...
Yeah, I don't know. So it's hard because I'm so out of practice.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're talking really fast, like, you know, native speakers tend to do, I don't understand everything quickly enough. Ooh, a lot of evil. Does that mean it does? Bows. I should say that I wasn't afraid of that thing that I saw when I was a kid. It wasn't like I got, like, scared of it. I was just like, where did it go?
Yeah, I've had a few encounters like that as a kid, too. When Ditto was really young, and I think I had just let her in, I thought, like, a white kitten had followed her in as well, but my buddy and I searched the house for, like, a half hour. We couldn't find the white cat that I thought I saw.
Weird. That's especially weird because she had a white sibling.
Yeah, she did. We didn't end up taking that cat, though, but yeah. Casper was her name.
Her name?
I think Casper was female.
Huh.
I'd have to ask my mother.
Casper is a male name, though, isn't it?
I know Jasper is.
I know Casper the ghost is male. The friendly ghost.
Yeah, I like that on The Simpsons, where they were doing, like, their own fan theories. Like, hey, doesn't Richie Rich look an awful lot like Casper the Ghost?
Oh, yeah.
And then Lisa adds, maybe Richie Rich took his own life after realizing how hollow the pursuit of money is.
Oh, God.
And Marge driving the car's like, kids, can you lighten up a little?
Yeah. No. Gotta learn that nihilism young.
Yep. There's holes in the floor.
Great. You should fall in them.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes!
Yes, Pinky. Oh, God. Oh!
Yeah. Jeez.
I abandoned
so
those flowers just in the right time.
Whew.
Did your butt clench? Mine did.
Butt clenching.
Feel it in the butt.
Yeah.
When I'm gaming, it's always in the butt.
Oh, these bugs are so creepy.
Yeah, they're powerful too. They have like low defense, but they can really mess
But
you
they have
up.
like scary faces.
They're dragonflies, yeah.
Yeah, but they're scary. I don't know. This game has a lot of creep factor.
A lot of it's apparently accidental too.
Well,
because I understand when, like, who was it? Kazuma?
I don't know.
Tis
This guy.
the guy who frequently handles the Zelda series.
Yeah.
When he was tasked with doing Majora's Mask 3D, he was very worried about it.
Oh.
Because he's like, I don't really know why Majora's Mask is popular.
Right.
Because, like, this is probably my sloppiest work in a Zelda game.
That's why it's creepy.
But yeah, so there's a lot of, like, kind of Uncanny Valley stuff. Like, reused assets and stuff. So, this game is extra creepy if you played Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. And hopefully if you're watching this, you've watched our Ocarina playthrough.
Yeah, you don't have to have had, but it helps.
It would help.
It adds. It, brothers, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is technically a direct sequel, although it doesn't really matter. Like, they reference, yeah, you talk to Zelda and everything, like, but even if you've never played Ocarina, it really doesn't have much bearing.
I remember in my comic book, Sender Delirium 2 Rivalry, I allude to a couple of things that happened in the first book, but I tried to write it in a way that it wouldn't matter if you hadn't read it.
And I think it mostly doesn't matter. A lot of it has to do with, like, the first one not making a lot of sense anyway, so...
Yeah. And people got so hung up on that, like, oh, like, there's no previously, like, yeah, okay, we're celebrating that they saved the world, but what did they save the world from?
Well, you'll have to read the
So
first volume
I wrote,
to find out.
It's not important.
Yeah.
That's not the point of the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They don't get it, Ditto.
She says she's been cheated.
It's not even your dinner time.
Actually, she wants to cuddle, but I'm, like, sweating. And also, I'm wearing shorts, so that...
Yeah. I'm also wearing shorts. Ditto doesn't like to sit on flesh, so...
Yeah. Tell that to her, though, you know?
Ditto, you wouldn't want to sit there. I'm telling her. She's thinking about it.
She's thinking.
She's thinking.
Thinking and burning.
You know, I would watch that again. Bromwell High.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we haven't watched that in a while. I think we've only watched it once.
I'm surprised you were into it.
Me too.
This is like, oh, this is like the dankest British humor.
It was alright. It was funny.
I remember when it was on air on Teletoon, people would be like, oh yeah, I watch Teletoon Detour all the time. That's what it was called at the time.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, oh, I can't stand Bromwell High. The art style is so bad and cheap and lazy.
Yeah.
And then South Park is my favorite show.
Yeah. I think it's okay to not like the style of Bromwell High and like the style of South Park. It's just a problem, like, people seem to equate liking a style or not with effort, which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes styles that take a lot of effort are really ugly.
For sure. And I feel that way about music a lot, too, because my brother would try to get me into music that I'm not really into. He's like, Neil, it takes a lot of skill for them to play this. I'm like, that doesn't necessarily make it sound good, though.
Yeah, the number one requirement is that you like the sound of the music.
Shot the turtle.
Stupid turtle.
Stupid turtle.
Get out of my way.
I hate nature.
Yeah, I feel like for music, I have to like the song itself, like, musically. But then I also have to like the lyrics, because if I like a song but it has, like, problem lyrics, I won't listen to it.
Yeah, which is usually why I prefer the Weird Al version of a lot of popular music.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, he turned into just a regular cute frog.
Huh. I wonder if that'll be important later.
Probably not, because you mentioned it that way.
Probably. What is sarcasm?
What is sarcasm? Yeah, we're Canadian. Can you
Siri,
tell?
what is sarcasm?
Apparently, sarcasm is like a Canadian thing. It, like,
It's
makes
just
us seem like assholes, but
Not an American thing.
it's just
from what I understand.
it's just a polite way to be
Well, like
sassy.
the UK, like
Yeah,
I've been
actually,
on, I've been
yeah.
on VR chat, right? Everybody's sarcastic on there unless they're
That's
American.
true. That's true. Yeah.
But the UK, they'll be like, if something upsets them, they go like, "Oh, lovely."
Yeah.
They use a lot of sarcasm.
But yeah, that's interesting though, because like in the South, in America, like in the United States, they'll say things like, "Oh, bless his heart," and that can mean anything from like, "Oh, he's stupid," to like, "Fuck that guy."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're not getting this information from like BuzzFeed or...
No, from people who live there. I'm like parts of groups on Facebook that are very global.
Yeah.
And we'll often have posts where we just kind of discuss different things like that, like what's some slang in your region, and then you'll say like where you live and what the slang means that like people from there wouldn't know. And that's one that comes up quite a lot, actually. I also used to have a character in a story I was writing that had like a southern accent, and so I would look up phrases from southern United States to make her dialogue more.
I think we have like 2
authentic.
American viewers last time I checked our analytics.
Hello, American viewers.
There's one guy in Australia watching.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
I mean, not that Americans aren't cool.
I'm assuming
surprised.
it's Keegan's friend Ryan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who is in Australia. Yeah.
Well, Ryan, if it's you, please comment below. And if not, and you're in Australia watching, comment below.
Yeah, we want to know who you are.
Who you are.
Who are you?
Who are you?
How did you find us?
How did you find our channel? It's on the internet, where anyone could find it. What are the chances?
Yeah, so, friend of Connor and I's, Dobby,
Oh, yeah.
he mentioned, like, "Oh yeah, I've seen you guys on the internet around." And I'm like,
Really?
really?
Yeah, I was.
With our 20 subscribers, really?
I was surprised. Although, not everyone that watches is subscribed, so if you're watching right now and you like it and you're going to watch more of our videos, do us a favor and subscribe.
If you're not
'cause it helps
subscribed,
us.
what's wrong with you?
It just helps us.
Although I have said, like, you're watching SquirrelTastic, what's wrong with you?
That would be a sarcastic joke.
Oh,
yeah, it was funny. There was a video, it's not up at the time of recording this, that I edited, and you were like, "Oh, I know I say this a lot, but we actually are playing an obscure game today." But I was like, "Yeah, you do. You make that joke all the time. You're always like, we're playing a really obscure game, and it's like one of the
most
ones.
famous, like,
Yeah.
like Ocarina of Time is the most famous 64 game. Probably next it's debatable. Mario 64 might be more famous.
It's just because you're always so sarcastic.
Sarcastic gaming.
You thought you were watching SquirrelTastic gaming. It's actually sarcastic gaming.
Oh no, I fell into a great sarcasm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, those weirdest sounds in this game.
I tried to get into this game's... Like, people are always like, "Oh, I love the soundtrack to Majora's Mask."
You know what?
Like, you probably like 9 out of the 40 songs that are in it. But...
No. They probably like the Theophany, like the Time's End album.
The first half of it was pretty good.
The Time's End album was good. Time's End 2 is not my jam. I felt like they tried to focus too much on the swamp, and so... I don't know, it just kind of, it didn't have the same, like, labor of love feel that the first album did. And my understanding is that they plan to do, like...
4 or 5 of them?
5 albums or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. All together.
Which I was surprised, too, because I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah,
because it took them, like, 2 years to do an album.
I just feel like they have, they cover so much of the, like... core gameplay with the first album that the second album just felt like, okay, now you're making it like thematic rather than like telling the whole story of the game, because the first album really, it kind of tells the overall story of the game musically. It doesn't necessarily get into all the temples, but it gives you like the Clocktown songs and stuff. I don't know, it's just really, really good. Like, it's definitely worth a listen if you've never listened to it before.
So the aiming is a little jittery on this, but it's not as bad as it was with the old controller I was using.
That's good. Better is better.
Yeah. Although I don't know if it's like, because I always feel this whenever we're recording, but I feel like there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah, I think there must be, yeah.
It's not significant, but...
It's enough that if you're used to it not being there, though, yeah. Like, there's something about that, like, you get used to the timing of things.
Yeah.
Can I collect that fairy?
I will. I just need to get across. Gotcha.
Nice.
Okay, I gotta
Frickin'
hurry.
run!
But yeah, there are still 4 stray fairies I need to collect, wherever they are.
Wherever they are.
I have absolutely no idea.
Like how you're like, oh, I need to hurry, and then you're just like, it's the slowest descent ever.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
I know that you do.
This will catch fire very quickly. There's usually not this many enemies around me all the time.
There is.
They're testing me.
The gaming gods.
Madoka is testing me.
That's right. Because I was talking shit earlier. Now she's
Madoka is doubting my love for her.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. No! Oh, that sucks. You got all the way up there. Should have gone closer to the door.
Should have.
Hindsight.
Is 50-50. Sometimes.
That is not the same.
Oh, yes. I'm really good with saying something like
Yeah. Neil's really good with lyrics.
separate times call for desperate pleasures.
Okay. I think that you even misquoted that. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure the quote that you're quoting that is a butchering of that saying is desperate times call for separate pleasures.
Bongo.
Bongo. Dinger.
That's like in-universe like meme, I guess. Alright. Let's do it your way. Dead!
Thank Madoka.
Blair,
Back to start!
I'm expecting a Madoka body pillow for our anniversary.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you.
I'm gonna be
really honest with you.
Let me finish, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna be so disappointed and upset if I don't get a Madoka body pillow
Okay.
for our anniversary.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell me something, please.
I have looked at Madoka body pillows.
Uh-huh.
And most of them are very disturbing.
Oh.
And not something that I would want in our house. So, because I don't support child pornography,
Oh.
I'm not really sure which Madoka body pillow to get you. But if you find one that you like, please feel free to link me it, and I will see what I can do. But I'm sure it won't be here for our anniversary, which is in like 3 days.
Huh.
Huh.
Why would anybody draw Madoka in a suggestive way?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Madoka's, she's not a sexualized character.
Ugh.
You're not supposed to think of her that way.
Because people are gross, Neil.
That's too bad.
Yes.
Oh.
I will say I have found a few that are not, like, perverted in any way, but they're also, like, not official artwork. So they look really weird.
She's off model.
Yeah, she's very off model. Not that the ones that are perverted are official artwork, but they, I guess, mimic the style better.
No, that's not gonna help me.
Probably not.
Fairy's mask.
I'm a fairy, don't fight me. Okay, so this guy was a pain in the ass, and I think is why I quit playing this game.
Well, he's a lot trickier on 3DS.
That might have been it.
Like, in the 64, the version we're playing now, you can pretty much fight him any way you want to. All of your weapons are effective.
Okay.
But on the 3DS, you have to use very specific weapons to counter very specific moves he does.
Oh. Why?
I don't know.
What is he summoning?
Spooters.
No! I don't like spooters. Ugh. Ugh.
That's funny. He tried to surprise attack me and I got him.
Surprise, motherfucker!
All rise.
Some fries.
Disguise.
Supplies.
Some pies.
We have some pies in the kitchen.
Yeah, they're miniature pies.
Tiny little pies.
I keep staving off, like, I've been wanting donuts for the last few days.
I know.
And I just keep not buying donuts.
Yeah. Why didn't you buy them today?
Well, they didn't have any.
Oh.
They had, like, a long john.
I'm surprised that his attack doesn't activate that bomb flower, but I'm happy
That
for you.
effect doesn't come until Wind Waker.
There's so many moths. It's rude.
Stabbed him in the ankle.
Nice.
I'd probably react the same way if I was stabbed in the ankle, honestly.
I can't believe it. Just lay down in
How
mid-defeat.
could this happen to me?
Look, you got his heart.
Hails,
Yes.
yeah.
The heart of your enemy.
Is
and
the
his
heart.
mask. Now he's a mask. Can you turn into him?
Seest all the wise remains.
It's his remains.
You have just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mask had kept imprisoned within the body of evil Odolwa.
Oh, okay.
I freed the innocent spirit that the mask had kept imprisoned in the body of evil. Innocent spirit inside of evil Odolwa.
I think the mask is evil.
Okay.
It's the evil mask of Adolwa. And it had imprisoned someone who put it on and turned them into Adolwa, like how you wear the Deca mask. And when you defeated it, you freed the spirit. But I think you also killed it.
I think I fell asleep or something.
I feel like you fell in some Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew! Taste the rainbow.
Apparently. What's that?
What's
that about mashed potatoes?
What's that? It's the kind of like wise guy Boston, sort of.
Yeah.
Think like Garfield. It's that voice.
It's a weird looking thing.
It's a Geodude.
It's got really long legs.
Let's probe a pass. With legs.
Okay.
Wait, listen. It seems to be saying something.
I think it's singing, actually.
Could that crying be its way of teaching us some sort of melody?
Yes.
Don't just stand there. Get your instrument. Could this be the song? Okay. X R A R X L.
You did it!
On my first attempt.
Good job.
Let me tell you, Hamstray, you did a great job.
That's something on the 3DS one, too. You can look at the notes.
Yeah. For wimps only.
For wimps only. Well, maybe I'm a wimp. What do you want? It's not cheating if it's in the game.
Matthias.
It's not cheap.
It's completely fair if it's possible to do it in the game.
I feel that way as a player, but if it's being used against me, I'm not sure I feel that way. Some things just feel cheap.
Okay.
I don't like this song. You can keep this song.
Call us. That's what it's saying.
Call us. Call me, maybe.
Is Carly Rae still cute?
I don't know.
Here's a picture of her.
What do you think? Is she still cute?
She's alright.
She's alright. The water is becoming water.
I can't help but shake that whole kind of like losing points for being an idiot, I guess. Her whole song with
The Little Mermaid?
Mermaid.
She was doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
It was an act.
It's just like that's the only character of her that I know. Right?
Okay, maybe we need to show you some other Carly Rae Jepsen
I don't really need
media.
to crush on any celebrities.
No, I'm not telling you to crush on
The
her.
four people Tail talked about. Do you think he was talking about the spirit that was sealed inside that mask? Oh hey, you were pretty good out there. Have you done this before or what?
Yeah.
Nope.
See our Ocarina of Time playthrough.
Bellsprout in the background. Shout out to Bellsprout. Now just keep up the pace and we'll save the other 3. Hey!
Hey!
All that stuff I did to you, your horse. I apologize.
Yeah, you already apologized.
Sorry. There, I apologize. Don't hold it against me. Got it? I can only say sorry so many times and still mean it. Now we gotta help the princess, like the monkey said. Forget the princess. We're going to the mountain. The hell was that? Next time on SquirrelTastic, we'll figure out what made that noise.
Oh, damn.